And business owners, many of whom have been working there for decades, say they need help. NBC4's John Kedis-Klimak with the story.
For the last 90 days, with the exception of some restaurants, Olvera Street has been closed. And the merchants here are concerned that those 90 days could ultimately destroy 90 years of history.
Listen to Olvera Street. The silence is deafening.
It's very heartbreaking for many of us.
Generations of families with one thing in common.
It's not just a place of business, it's our home. These people are our family that we work side by side with.
They live to tell the story of the history of Los Angeles.
My family has had it for 60 years, but our history here goes back 90 years when we originally had a grocery store in the parking lot across the street.
Greg Berber owns La Luz del Dia restaurant. You probably already know their famous carnitas tacos, and while every LA council member signed their 60-year anniversary certificate, he says not one has reached out since the city closed the famous alleyway.
No one's reaching out to calm our fears of what's going to happen here at the birthplace of Los Angeles, something that all the council members should care about.
Now, some 75 merchants say they are at risk of closing down for good if the city doesn't forgive their rents. They haven't had to pay during the pandemic, but some worry once the stay-at-home order is lifted, they'll have a hard time to pay it back.
And for the past 2 months, each month I've been down 90% in sales.
We know everybody's hurting, but we need that help.
Valerie Hanley is a third-generation merchant and runs Casa California. Inside, the vibrant colors customers might remember today seem dull, an eerie reminder that Olvera Street is struggling.
Most of us haven't paid the second quarter of our property tax, and we already got our late bill with the delinquencies added to it and everything. So we just see us further in a hole.
While City Council has the motion on the table to forgive at least 2 months' rent for Olvera Street merchants, it hasn't come to the full council for a vote yet. Things like defunding the police department taking center stage instead.
It's important for all our cultural identities that this is where LA started, so we should protect it.
If not the culture, the traditions, everything that we do here will go away.
Right now, some merchants are getting ready. It's possible some of them could start opening and start selling by this weekend. Reporting at Olvera Street, I'm John Kedis-Klimak, NBC4 News.